How badly do you want what it is that you say you want? I really want you to think about this question. So if you don't really know what you want, grab a piece of paper and just look at your life, look at your business, and say, what do I want to have happen over the next month, over the next 6 months, over the next year? I want you to write it out. Get a piece of paper, like legit, get a piece of paper, get a marker, write out what you want. And then I want you to put it up and I want you to like really look at it and say, how badly do I really want this? How driven am I? One of the biggest things that I hear from people is that, well, I want whatever it is. I want to build a business online. I want to hire my next coach. I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to save $50,000, over the next 3 years. And then I'm like, okay, so what's stopping you? And then they have this laundry list of reasons why. And then I say, well, you don't want it. You really don't want it. If you're making excuses, you don't really want it. And then, of course, there's all this dialogue about whatever. And the truth of the matter is, if you really wanted it, instead of saying, well, I can't do it because of this, this, and this, you would shift and say, okay, how can I do this? How can I make it happen? How can I afford this? How can I look for opportunities in whatever it is that is going on? How badly do you want it? Truly. In all aspects of your life. But in particular, since this is what I do, how badly do you want to create a business and a life that you love? Really ask yourself this. And are you willing to do the work? Are you willing to shift from, I want this, but I can't do it because of this? Shift it to, I want it, so how can I make it happen? And the cool part about asking yourself, how can I make this happen? How can I afford this? How can I start to learn how to do this, this, and this? What happens when you do that, shifting from can't to can, how can I? You open up the world of opportunity. And when you open up the world of opportunity, what happens? The universe responds to that and you start to receive information. You start to receive messages. You start to receive guidance and ways of finding out certain things. I'll give you an example. Last week, I was really struggling and I was saying, I can't understand. I can't identify with the struggle that people are going through and with right now. And so then I said, how can I? How can I start to look at what Black people go through in America? And said to myself, I have no clue what it's like. So how can I start to educate myself about white privilege, about all this stuff? And what happened is that opened up opportunity and brought into my realm really amazing conversations, really amazing books that I'm currently listening to, and it's completely changed my viewpoint. Also, last week, I came up to an obstacle in my business that was like, so this is an obstacle that I'm not comfortable with. What is the opportunity in this? How can I look at what this, like perceived obstacle, and how can I let myself look at this in a different way so that it's no longer an obstacle, so that it really truly is an opportunity, and ask myself, okay, so how can I move through this? How can I figure out a solution to this particular thing? And again, when I allowed myself to say, how can I do this? What is the opportunity here? All of a sudden, kind of the water parted, and all of a sudden, all of these opportunities started to come my way. So the energy that you're holding around whatever it is that you are wanting to learn more, or you really say that, well, I want this, and if you really truly want it, pay attention to your energy. Pay attention if you're closed off, or if you are willing to look at the opportunity and ask yourself, how can I make this happen? And then what happens, the world conspires, the universe conspires to make it happen for you. But you have to be willing to get real, raw, and honest with yourself. How badly do I really want this? And if I truly want this, am I willing to do the work? Am I willing to look for the opportunity? And am I willing to look for ways to achieve and accomplish this, and ways to find out how to get this done, how to get this accomplished. So what I want you to do is I want you to post in the comments, what is the one thing that you really truly want? And what has been that thing that you're just like, you know, up until this point, I've seen this as obstacles, but now I'm asking myself, how can I do this? Like, what is the opportunity here? And I want you to write down what the opportunity in this situation is. And if you want my help, just put, I need help, and I'll pop into your inbox and we'll start having a conversation, because I really am here to work with highly driven women who are ready to make magic happen in their life. And this truly is my jam. So let me know if you need some support in this. Go ahead and post in the comments that, yeah, I need help in this particular thing. This is what I want. And we will start messaging back and forth, and I hopefully will help you in solving this. So I hope that this serves you today, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Bye.